see another big story today. For the first time in more than 3 decades, the presidents of the United States and Iran may meet face to face. The meeting could happen as soon as next week at the UN's General Assembly. This comes out as Iran's president, Hassan Rouhani, he's a new president, writes an op-ed piece calling for what he calls constructive engagement with the entire international community. Taking a look at this, our chief Washington correspondent James Rosen joins us with more. James?
Jenna, good morning. Much of Hassan Rouhani's 930 words in this morning's Washington Post is given over to platitudes, talk of abandoning zero-sum politics for win-win solutions, constructive engagement, that sort of thing. But Rouhani, a trained lawyer, former diplomat and defense official in his native country, also said, quote, "Gone is the age of blood feuds." And he portrayed his new presidency as a chance for real progress on the nuclear issue. Quote, "I urge my counterparts meeting at the UN next week," Rouhani wrote, "to seize the opportunity presented by Iran's recent election. I urge them to make the most of the mandate for prudent engagement that my people have given me and to respond genuinely to my government's efforts to engage in constructive dialogue."
We must see concrete action to back up the rhetoric. As I said, I think yesterday we welcomed the release of 11 political prisoners, which is, again, a concrete action that we did welcome. So we hope that this new Iranian government will engage substantively.
Iran denies it is building a nuclear bomb, but Western nations believe it is, and the UN Security Council and the European Union have accordingly imposed ever tougher economic sanctions that have hobbled Iran's economy over the last 2 years. To us, Rouhani wrote, mastering the atomic fuel cycle and generating nuclear power is as much about diversifying our energy resources as it is about who Iranians are as a nation, our demand for dignity and respect, and our consequent place in the world. Without comprehending the role of identity, Rouhani concluded, many issues we all face will remain unresolved. Former CIA analyst Kenneth Pollack is the author of Unthinkable, Iran, the Bomb, and American Strategy, in which he argues it would be less costly to try to contain a nuclear-armed Iran than to go to war to keep Iran from going nuclear.
There's certainly some members of the administration who really want to believe that Rouhani is the real deal, that he really wants to do a deal with us on the nuclear issue, and most importantly, that he can actually deliver the supreme leader. I think there are other people within the administration who hope that that's the case, but are somewhat more skeptical.
The first round of new talks with the Iranians will occur on the sidelines of next week's UN General Assembly sessions in New York. Jenna.
It will be a big week, and we'll have much more on the op-ed and the bigger conversation coming up a little later this hour. James, thank you very much.